People quit piano every day due to boredom. And I should know, I've been teaching piano over 20 years. But what if I told you that boredom could be your greatest superpower? Stick with me for a bit and I'll show you how, along with 6 practical tips you can use today. Hey, I'm Jonathan. If you're new to the channel, here at the South Shore Piano School YouTube channel, we're committed to helping you overcome all the most common hurdles to having a successful piano journey, like boredom. So let's get to it. In our fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with instant gratification, social media, streaming, Netflix, gaming, so it's no surprise when we sit down to practice piano, the monotony can feel unbearable. But what if instead of avoiding boredom, we embraced it? Let's talk about dopamine. This is often called the feel-good neurotransmitter, and it's essential for those feelings of motivation and reward with activities we do every day. When we engage in stimulating activities, our dopamine levels spike and we feel satisfied. But what happens when we overindulge in activities that make our dopamine levels skyrocket? I'm glad you asked. When our dopamine levels blow through the roof when we're engaging in things like social media and gaming and streaming, all these things that are designed to keep us addicted, we have a crash afterwards, and our sensitivity to dopamine decreases. And that means those things like practicing piano that don't give you that instant gratification are going to feel much more boring than they normally would. But what happens if we just embrace it and allow ourselves to be bored? Interestingly, studies have shown that allowing ourselves to be bored allows for gradual increases in those dopamine levels. We're giving our brains the opportunity to wander and think creatively and problem solve. We're also resetting our brain's reward system so that we find actual healthy activities more rewarding than we normally do. You will find that practicing the piano does create those dopamine increases, but it takes longer and is more gradual than, say, checking your latest social media posts. If something makes you feel good instantly, like gaming or watching TV or alcohol, it's probably not very healthy for you. But if something makes you feel good after spending, say, 15 or 20 minutes working on it, then more than likely it is healthy for you. Now, this all sounds fine and dandy, but what practical things can we do to reset our reward systems and harness boredom to be really excited about practicing the piano? Here are 6 tips you can implement right now. First, you can remove distractions. Try leaving your phone in another room while you practice. It'll probably feel boring, a little painful even, but spending that time away, you'll find if you try it for even an hour or 2 each day, you're going to feel this wonderful release and an appreciation for the wonderful things around you every day, including but not limited to piano. Second, you can try meditation. Now, people tend to shy away from this because they think you need to be like a monk or something to meditate. It's not that complicated. Just close your eyes, try to clear your mind, and focus on your breathing. In and out, in and out. If you haven't tried this before, you will feel bored, but you need to embrace this as your new superpower. Give it a try for even just a couple minutes, and it's almost a certainty you'll feel much more focused and relaxed when you finish. Third, set specific goals for your practicing. If you're feeling bored while you're practicing, it's probably because you haven't set a target for that practice session, kind of like playing a video game where you're not really sure what to do or what the goal of the game actually is. By setting a specific goal, we can set that target, add elements of play, and even gamification to this task of practicing the piano. 4, you can experiment with what's called dopamine detoxes. This has become a popular term, but it's not really scientifically proven to work the way the term sounds. This is basically where you spend an hour or 2 of each day just clearing away all of those instant gratification mechanisms, phones, computers, TVs, and just allowing your brain's reward systems to reset. Number 5, try creating a ritual before you start practicing. You can close your eyes for a couple minutes, acknowledge the boredom you're almost certain to face, but rather than avoiding it, embrace it again as your new superpower. And number 6, if boredom persists, commit to 2 minutes of practicing. Just submit to it, just say, okay, I'm gonna be bored, but I'm gonna sit here for 2 minutes and I'm just gonna do it. And you'll likely find that if you just sit with it, that boredom will transfer into curiosity, creativity, and problem solving. Of course, another cure to boredom is having accountability partners to help you stick with your practice routine. And this guided 15-minute practice session we put together for you will do just that. I look forward to seeing you there.